everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I was going to jump right into a second trimester video. My first video I made right at the end of my first trimester, and I thought, why not jump right into my second? But then I came across this article, I believe through Facebook or something like that, and it really touched on like just the gross, the bad, and the ugly when it comes to pregnancy, newborns, just babies, and giving birth in general. I know we all like to hear about those amazing experiences with giving birth and how awesome babies are and all that good stuff, but I personally also like to hear about the not so fun stuff too. That way I can somehow possibly try to prepare for the good and the bad. And I thought this article was really great because it talked about some stuff that some of which I kind of knew already, but some I didn't really know, and I just felt like some of this stuff really needed to be talked about. So I decided to make my second video about this. It's not quite as fun as the last one, but I think it's totally necessary, and it's stuff that new moms especially need to know. First time pregnancy, first time moms, even if maybe some of the stuff you already knew, already went through, there might be some new stuff on here that you didn't know for your next pregnancy or whatever. So I just felt like I needed to make this video. And I think I'm going to call it Pregnancy.
The stuff they don't tell you.
The article comes from a website called babygaga.com. It had a bunch of sources listed at the bottom of the article, so I'm not going to go through all those, but I can link the article below in case you want to read it for yourself. But I am going to kind of read almost word for word kind of what they had on the website, and they break it down into 14 different categories of things that you should know. Oh, also, side note, before I even get started, I just want to say that I'm not a doctor, I'm not in the medical field, so anything that I say here that comes from this article, I'm kind of just reading and then giving my opinion, and if there's anything you want to try or anything you disagree with or whatever the case may be, feel free to check with your doctor first. Okay, so it starts with 14 and works its way down to number 1. So I'm going to start with number 14, which is never kiss a newborn. It's funny now I think about this and I'm like, yeah, duh, gross, don't kiss a newborn. But I just never really thought about it until I became pregnant myself, and actually having watched some really terrifying, sad videos on this topic. But I'm going to read what it says. So it says, never kiss a newborn on the mouth. And do not let anyone else do it either. No matter how exciting it is to have a new baby in the family, do not kiss it on the mouth. Be protective, be a nervous mother. While loving a baby and giving it kisses on the top of the head, the arms, and the toes is fine with permission, avoid the mouth at all costs. A new baby has a brand new immune system that has not built up very much resistance and is not strong yet. A kiss on the mouth may seem innocent, but someone could carry a virus that could hurt the newborn. Avoid kissing newborns on the hands also, as they often put their hands in their mouths. And I just thought this was a really great topic to bring up because recently I watched something, I believe it was on the local news, of a couple who had, I think the girl was maybe 6 weeks old and she passed. Simply because someone who met the baby kissed it on the mouth or around the mouth, who had cold sores. They might not have had one at the moment, but they carry the virus and it infected the baby with that, and the baby died from it. And I can't even imagine being that person, like not knowing probably what they were doing. You know, they're kissing a family member or whatever, and passing something on to them that the baby's immune system couldn't handle. So that's just really, really scary. And I am like so pro don't kiss my baby. I might seem like a crazy person in the moment, but my baby's life is more important than hurting someone's feelings. So they'll get over it. Next one is try a squirt bottle. After giving birth, the mother may have stitches, a lot of soreness, and fearness of infection down there. Do not worry, there are a lot of simple solutions to deal with these issues. One easy peasy solution is to go to almost any store and get a small squirt bottle. Fill it up with warm water and leave it on the back of the toilet. Every time she goes to the bathroom, she should spray a little water down there to clean everything off. If the stitches burn while urinating, squirt some water to help get rid of the burning sensation. The warm water will help clean the stitches and the bum after going to the bathroom, and it might even feel kind of nice. Now, this isn't something I've had to deal with personally yet, but I know some other people who have done this. I don't know if this is something that you get at the hospital or if you do have to just go buy a squirt bottle and be prepared and just have it in your bathroom. But yeah, stitches down there obviously doesn't sound fun, and I guess if that helps, it's worth a try. All right, moving on. Next one's number 12. It's called Ice It Down. Within the first 24 hours, ice can help soothe the lady bits a lot, though it may delay some healing. The mother just pushed out a baby whose head is significantly bigger than the holes down there, and everything will feel swollen and sore. Try icing down there to ease swelling and pain. Some women put water on maxi pads and freeze them to use them as ice packs, which I think is a really great idea. I wouldn't have thought of that, I don't think, because a regular ice pack is just so big and chunky and feels like it would be uncomfortable. But so that's a great idea. Other women wear adult diapers packed with ice. Ice only works well for the first 24 hours though. So stuff might still feel swollen and sore, but avoid ice after that time period. Some women try to treat their swollen labia with ice, but at all effort, it is in vain because the labia is swollen due to excess fluid, so icing it down doesn't really help. The swelling in the labia should go down after a few days, so don't fear. Yeah, also not another fun thing to think about, but it's reality. Happens to every woman who gives birth vaginally, so something to think about. Number 11, don't pick their pimples, which sounds so like duh, but some people can't help themselves and it's just gross, so don't do it. Okay, so it says baby skin is so soft and delicate. As soon as they enter the world, their skin is exposed to new chemicals and air that has never been exposed to before. So it is normal for their skin to get irritated. Lots of babies have eczema and dry skin as newborns, making their skin look red, itchy, and dry. To help this, make sure they are taking short sponge baths with lukewarm water, using gentle, fragrance-free soap. After their baths, make sure the baby is dried thoroughly and then apply a hypoallergenic lotion to any dry patches. Cotton clothes can also help, and some newborn babies have acne for the first few weeks of their life. It is totally harmless and normal, so don't pick it. Otherwise, it could get infected. So just leave it be. I'm sure, like I've seen some babies that get it really bad and it does look kind of gross, but I mean, you don't want to damage their skin more by picking at it, so don't do that. Just gross. Next, this one's titled Rub-a-Dub-Dub. For the first week, feel free to hit the tub on a regular basis. After going to the bathroom for the first little bit, try a sitz bath to ease any pain and discomfort. Use warm water to help bring fresh blood to the area to promote healing. Sit for about 15 minutes. Not only will it help with healing and soreness, but it will also clean any stitches that might be down there. If you're like me and you have no clue what a sitz bath is, I had to look it up. But the definition is a bath in which only the buttocks and hips are immersed in water. I'm not sure if you add anything to the water, but it's supposed to help with stitches. So after the first week, feel free to continue to bathe regularly, but it is not needed as much as the first week after giving birth. Some women even air dry their nether regions after their quick soak. Try it by lying on the bed for a few minutes or using a hair dryer on low heat. I'm trying to think of like what new mom even has time to just sit on the toilet for 15 minutes and then lay on the bed spread eagle trying to dry out their lady bits. I mean, whatever. I guess if you can and it helps, do it. I don't know. Number 9, eat lots of fiber. Right after giving birth, women may worry about having a bowel movement and will it hurt? Will it rip the stitches out? But have no fear. There are things to make mothers feel a lot more comfortable in this area. One thing she can try is to use a clean pad to apply gentle pressure to the stitches as she pushes. This will help her feel confident enough that her stitches will not split open and will help ease any pain. It will also help her to relax so she can feel comfortable going to the bathroom again. Again, I feel like this is something that like people don't really talk about. I mean, maybe in the hospital, I don't know, but I never really put a whole lot of thought into the fact that, yeah, I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom after I have stitches in my vagina. And that's not gonna be fun. So this stuff I feel like is good to know. A second way to ease her mind is to drink lots of water. Drinking a lot of water will loosen her bowel movement. Eating a lot of fiber will also help with this. Her doctor may even suggest a stool softener for the first week after giving birth. Good info to know. Number 8 is called Padapalooza. It is totally normal to bleed after pregnancy. It is called lochia. My cat's going crazy. You go away. Go away. Lochia is a vaginal discharge. You want to be in on this, Milo? Yeah? Okay. Lochia is a vaginal discharge after giving birth, including blood, mucus, and tissue. Essentially, the uterus needs to shed all the extra stuff out from inside what was nurturing the baby before the woman gave birth. Lochia usually lasts for about 4 to 6 weeks postpartum. For the first little bit, the lochia discharge will resemble a heavy period. While she is still in the hospital, she should stock up on maxi pads just for this event. Eventually, the pace of the discharge will slow down and the color will lighten up. Be sure to not use tampons until cleared by a doctor. While small clots in discharge are normal, alert the doctor if you have any heavy clots, and change your pads often. Some more fun stuff to talk about. Next, witch hazel for wounds, which I'd never heard about, never even thought about. Hemorrhoids are a common result of pushing a giant baby's head out of the lady bits. Just think about that. Hemorrhoids are swollen veins that occur after an event like having a baby. Sometimes the veins get stretched so much that their walls are thin, so they bulge and become irritated. Going to the bathroom can be especially painful. Stitches down there can also be painful and may be at risk of getting infected. One way to ease all the worries is to try applying witch hazel. Witch hazel is an all-natural way to bring relief to pain and itchiness. It may tingle a little, but it is far superior to the pain sting of rubbing alcohol or hydrogen peroxide. Some women use witch hazel pads or soak maxi pads in witch hazel to help ease the pain of hemorrhoids and stitches. Maybe it works, I don't know. Again, not a doctor, not telling you what to do here, just giving some advice that I found from this website. Sounds legit, but obviously check with your doctor first before putting anything on stitches or open wounds in general. But if you know anything about this, if you've ever tried it, leave a comment. I'm definitely curious if this was helpful or not. Number 6 is Kegels for days. After giving birth, the woman's pelvic floor is a mess. It is all stretched out and weakened from all the pushing that they had done. Some women find that after giving birth, they find themselves peeing or pooping a little in their pants. Fun. This is because of the state of the pelvic floor. Do not worry though, there's a way to fix that. Kegel exercises are great to strengthen the pelvic floor. Regular Kegel exercises are quick and super easy. Women can do them without anyone noticing. If you are able to stop urinating midstream, those are the muscles you will use to do Kegel exercises. Doing Kegel exercises after giving birth will not only help bathroom function, but it will also help improve future sex life too. So there you go. Number 5, this is a big one, not accepting help. A new mother is not going to be super mom as soon as she pops out a baby, and she should not expect to be. It is totally okay to ask for help for herself and for her baby's sake. After giving birth, the woman's body needs to recover from the stress she has put it through, as does the baby's body. If the baby daddy is in the picture, feel free to let him help as much as possible so that he too can learn to love that little munchkin. It will allow him to bond with the baby and grow closer to the mother as well. Furthermore, it will give her a bit of a break. Do not be embarrassed to ask friends and family for help. Do not wait for people to volunteer if help is needed. Most people are understanding and will not mind helping a new mother. Number 4 is changing diapers. After a baby first enters the great big world, their skin can be easily irritated by the harsh elements outside of their mother's womb. Diaper rash is a common skin condition that babies face. It is characterized by redness, tender skin around the diaper region. There is a lot of ways to help with diaper rash. First, when cleaning the baby's bottom, use a gentle soap and make sure it's dry before putting a new diaper on. Second, change the baby's diaper regularly. Third, try petroleum jelly, zinc oxide, or any other diaper rash ointment on the affected area. If the baby already has a diaper rash, avoid using wipes when possible, as it will dry out their bums further. In general, make sure the baby's bottom is clean, dry, and moisturized whenever possible. This is kind of like common sense, but just good to know. Number 3 is called Free the Pee. As already stated in the list, it is important to drink a lot of water to stay hydrated after giving birth. With drinking a lot of water, it's important to go to the bathroom a lot. First, it will lessen any worries of leakage caused by the weakened pelvic floor. Peeing right away after giving birth is also key, which is interesting to me. When I read that, I thought to myself, like, do they just tell you to get up and go pee? I mean, do you have to wait until your baby's like cleaned up? Do you have to, is this something that they make you do? I'm genuinely curious if they're like, okay, you gave birth, we cleaned you up, gave you stitches, now go pee. So if you've been through that, let me know. Making sure to use the bathroom will lessen the chances of getting a urinary tract infection and will stop any damage or bleeding that can happen if a bladder is too full. Number 2, nipple cream is your BFF. Nursing may seem like a magical time to bond with a new baby, but it is not as wonderful as it may seem. Nipples become chapped, milk leaks, and babies may chomp down hard. When nursing, it is very important to keep the girls clean. After breastfeeding, try rinsing off with water to get rid of any saliva. After that, apply some breast milk or nipple cream to keep the nipples from getting dry and cracked. Try to wear light clothes that let the skin breathe. Cotton bras without underwire are ideal for breastfeeding. Also, changing nursing pads on the regular to prevent yeast infections and mastitis. Use mild soaps and lotions to prevent nipples from drying out and cracking. Be careful, though, to make sure that the baby does not ingest any nipple cream or lotions, which I have heard there are like these all-natural nipple creams that are out there now that are supposed to be safe if the baby were to ingest some of it. I have to do a little bit of research on that, though. Okay, last one. Probably the most important, I think, after the no kissing baby one, is putting yourself first. A new mom should remember to take care of herself just as much as the newborn. If exhaustion, hunger, and dehydration take over, the mom will never come close to being the best mom that she can be, which I think is true. Therefore, do not feel guilty for napping when the baby naps, which I will probably be doing, and not feeling bad about it. It is okay to opt for a nap instead of doing laundry, dishes, cleaning the bathroom, and the rest of the endless chores on your list. Any newborn and baby will wake up its mother throughout the night, all the time, to be fed. So take advantage of sleepy time. While it is normal to give up a ton for having a child, especially when they are a newborn, mothers should not be afraid to take some time to herself too. I feel like I'm probably going to struggle with this one a lot, especially in the beginning. I just know I'm going to be a little overprotective and just not even wanting to sleep, because I'm just going to be like staring at my child to make sure it's breathing every second of every day until I can get a rhythm of things, I guess, and just kind of chill a little bit. But I am going to try to follow some of the stuff that is on this list in the article. And I just, yeah, I mean, I know some of the stuff is kind of gross. It's not fun to talk about or hear about, but I think it's super important that we know just some of the not so fun stuff that comes along with childbirth and having babies. And it's just as important to know. I think that way you can stay ahead of discomfort and things like that. So anywho, the next video will hopefully be more fun. I'm hoping to get my second trimester bump box so I can do a reveal and open that with you guys, and that should be fun. So please subscribe to my new channel because I am still figuring this all out and I could use all the help I could get. Like this video, share this video, all that good stuff. And I really just appreciate the help and support from everybody. So thanks to all of you, and don't forget to have a mindful day.